Are you happy? I'm finally doing it. Are you happy? Are you happy? We're gonna have fun. I hope. Well, here we are. Several decisions and several life choices later. Here we are. I did not think I would actually be playing this game. But here we are. Here we are. Is this my fault? Were you the one that suggested this? I can't remember. Oh man, but yes, in a weird domino effect sort of way, if I hadn't done, okay, the first domino is me being absolutely terrified of horror, then me playing a horror game as one of the incentives for the donathon, and then me doing that stream with, oh, excuse me, my food says hello. And then me doing that stream looking for all these different types of horror games, and then downloading Doki Doki because it was free. And now here we are. Here we are. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining today's stream. I hope you're all doing well today, or at least somewhat decent. And today, well, do I even need to introduce this? This is the game that need not know introduction. Truly. It need not know introduction. Sick. You're in cosplay. Oh, shut up. Shut the hell up. I mean, sure, we both have purple hair, but like, yeah, anyways. Well, fuck it, we ballin'. I agree, I'm at least 13 years of age. Well, I'm at least 100 in star years, so yes, I agree. It's Doki Doki Literature Club, guys. Oh my god. Loki, this is a jam, though. This is a jam. What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? It's gonna be so much fun. So much fun. Now, I will preface this with I low-key know what happens in this game, but not because I've gone through it myself, but because I basically spoiled myself. Like, it was everywhere. I couldn't avoid it. And I basically know what happens. But again, I've never played this through myself. And I figured, why the frickin' hell not? So it's more than a jam, it's a full PB&J sandwich. Hell yeah, let's go. As long as nobody died. Well. I just guys, please. And yes, please check the content warning in the description. If that is something that you're not comfortable with or freaks you out, please step back from the stream if you need to. All good, all good. Let's start a new game. Please enter my name. My name is Stories. That's me. Oh my gosh, guys, we're playing a visual novel. Wow. We're gonna have a devil of the time of this game. Yikes. I literally know nothing about this game. Let's do this. Hell yeah. Let's go. But the game doesn't matter. We're here just for the stories. Just stories. Oh boy. But by the way, let me know if the volume, if the background music's a little too loud or not. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me. Wow, this is the first descripting sentence in the entire game. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. The childhood best friend. Wow. BGM can be turned up about 782,000. No, wait. 7,823,946%. I don't know if I can do that in OBS, so I'm just gonna assume it's okay. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Oh my god. Wow, who is this? Who is this main character? However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. All right. You gotta do some grade A voice acting. Why are you guys smiling at me like that? Why? You've all paid your star tax. Use the emotes at least. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but it's only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Stories. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you want to. You people! How dare you! Yes, increase the chat rate, increase the message rate, push this into the stratosphere of the algorithm. Yeah, let's go. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Stories, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? What? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, which when I'm perfectly content just getting by on average while spending my free time on games and anime. Hell yeah! Ryan! Thank you so much for the super chat! Ryan! And Bilkman Jones, thank you so much for the super chat! Oh, no, it's okay. It's okay. This is funny. Don't worry about it. I like this. This is very funny. Don't worry about it. This is funny. I appreciate this. As much as I say stop. Haha.
I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college.
Well, that's a bit too real.
Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a need in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Shut up! You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it'll make you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I relented. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Ugh, real. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess, excuse me, I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello?
Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. Oh, wow. We zoned out of the entire lecture, damn. Okay.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I am impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know...
Know what?
Well, that you could come to my club.
Sayori.
Yeah?
There's no way I'm going to your club.
Me?
Sayori is vice president of the Literature Club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed it, the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's just so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go!
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. You know what? Me too. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here!
I told you, don't call me a new member. Huh? I glance around the room.
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Stories! What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Let's go. The only motivation one needs, apparently.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, well, according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly to my ear, then turns back to the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that. Yuri, who's apparently appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
That's right. It's great to see you again, Stories. Monica smiles sweetly.
Huh.
We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
Come sit down, Stories. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes.
Hey, I made them. I'll get them.
Sorry, I got a little too excited.
Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Look at the shit I made, let's go!
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats! Ah, that's so cute! The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Ah, that's so cute, I love it.
So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs the first one first, then Monica, and I follow. It's delicious! Sayori tugs her mouthful and already has managed to get icing on her face. Amazing. I turned the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her slinking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. Made that homemade buttercream. Let's go. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like
I heard this before somewhere. Made them for you or anything. Huh? I thought you technically did, Sayori said.
Well, maybe. But not for you, you know, you, dummy.
All right. Yeah, speaking of Tsun. Tsun. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Oh, don't worry. The teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but, you know, I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
Oh, that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay?
Oh, and Ryan, thank you so much for the gifted memberships. How many was that? Two? 2 gifted memberships. Let's go. 2 bouts of Star Tax.
Hell yeah. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling my dream.
Bilkman Jones, thank you so much for the super chat. Like I forgot what it was for a second. Most important question I have, or any has ever asked of you. Who's your girl here? Our opinion of you will change based on this. Wow, okay, yes. That's right. This is a very serious topic. Let me think. So I think based off of design alone, because I didn't know anything about these characters, Sayori was my favorite. But I guess through this, I will see if any of the others are cool. I'm sure they're all cool, but like, I know Monica has like a cult following basically, for reasons. But, you know.
Monica's really is a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it!
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Stories, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, mood, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. She's like, there was another here? It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements.
I thought she was talking about me! Oh no, this is gonna be confusing. I thought she was talking about me! I'm like, are you psychoanalyzing me? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's funny. Ooh. Okay. Stories, the noun, not the me.
Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you through a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. Me interacting with anyone ever. At this rate, you might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give that back!
Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayori settles up to beside Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet?
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have experience writing too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri. Nobody wants to share the... You know what? That's fair. That's fair. Especially back in those fan fiction days of me writing and just being like, oh, stories, what are you writing? Nothing. I'm not writing anything. I'm not writing anything. What is writing? What are words? Maybe that's why I can't read well. Well, shoot.
Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
You'll sit in silence for a moment.
Okay, I have an idea, everyone.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Stories?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem.
Huh? What's that?
Now we're back to the original topic of me joining the club. I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind this entire time. I never said I would join the club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, everyone's sad. Oh no. I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Oh no, it's like you kicked over four puppies and they're just like, why'd you do that? Uh-oh.
But, I'm sorry. I thought... Stories?
You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. Come on, in-game Stories. You have to have more resolution than that. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's if writing poems was the price I was in order to spend everything. Come on, in-game Stories. Have some more resolution. Have some more resolve. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lit up.
Yes! I'm so happy!
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really came just for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. And that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think that with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy. Monica looks over at me once more.
Stories. I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress this class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Stories, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
Oh, that's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stays late after school for clubs.
Sure, might as well. Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of the girls. All right. I just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem! All right, pick the words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Interesting. Okay. I guess let's save. Return. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I hear somebody wailing in the distance. I'm like, excuse me? Are you good? Write a poem about cats.
Kitty cats.
Cats. Then one of the girls Yuri for sick. Oh, yep. The agenda. The agenda. All right, well, let's choose Kitty.
Kitty!
Okay, so Natsuki like that one. How about music? Sayori like that one. Cat music. Let's see. Games? Kiss. Okay. Misfortune. What? Why'd you like that one, Sayori? Disoriented. Explode! Amazing.
Doki Doki!
Sayori, please, you're scaring me. I mean, I know it happens, but damn, girl. Destiny. Socks! Socks! An effulgent? What the fuck does that mean? Hold on. I gotta do some research. What the hell does effulgent mean? Oh, shining brightly, radiant. Oh, interesting. You could say I'm effulgent. What a word. I have to choose that now. Effulgent. It's beautiful. Stories of effulgent. True. Vertigo. A tone. Marshmallow. Boop. Chocolate. Depression! Yeah! Let's go, depression! Woo! Wasn't there something about dim? Was there dim? Did I miss dim? Oh shit! I missed something in my lore! Damn it! Wait, can I go back? No, I guess I can't go back. Oh well, whatever. If dim comes up again, I have to choose it. Stories of dim effulgent depression! Oh man. Extraordinary massacre! What kind of poem was this? Oh man. Oh, I mean, you can't be dim and effulgent. That's true. That's true. Not in the same time, but I can be dim and effulgent in different parts of my life.
Maybe perhaps I could say that, you know, being here with all of you guys and streaming and getting to know you guys and becoming more confident has brought me from a place of being dull and dim to being more effulgent. Maybe. Or something like that, you know. Hi again, Stories. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. I am a star of my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Stories. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayuri told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the classroom.
Natsuki finds herself between say Monica and manga.
Mangaka! Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Stories always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable.
Sayuri, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. Okay, that's a bit of a call out. Look, I'm trying. I'm trying to keep my room clean. I did get out to moving some of my stuff over to the new place, so it's a little more clean, but it's still a disaster. I need to vacuum real bad. There's so much dust under my bed. Oh man, it's been a while since I've seen someone play this game. Yeah, I'm late on the Doki Doki train, but you know, why not? Why not? Why do you keep saying I have reverb on when I don't? You keep making me check to see if I actually forgot to turn it off. You guys just won't tell me. You guys are so mean. Oh, jeez. Oh, wait, you can tell by the... Oh, I see the reverb because there's less stuff. Okay, I get it. I understand. I thought you were saying I had my filter still on. Oh, no. But yes, I've taken down a lot of stuff. Actually, now that you pointed that out, I hear it too. Damn it. Yep. Oh, excuse me. Which one of my foods or drink was the culprit of that? Probably mix. Whatever I ingested says hi. You almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Stories can become good friends too?
Sayuri? As usual, Sayuri seems oblivious to the weird situation you just put me into.
Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayuri? Me?
Needed someone from overseas to point it out. You know I'm not good at putting two and two together.
Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess it means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any night gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It made me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
All right. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it'll keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? It's me, but instead of being cute, it's being funny. How's this girl managed to be funny when she's not even trying? And then the chat has to point out her jokes. And I'm like, oh. Oh, shoot. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face already buried into a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slump down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening on Sayori's conversation with Monica.
We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, you can't give up. The festival's our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. Huh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing that speaks to their creative minds.
What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this.
Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick?
Yes, we lure in the masses with some food, like wild animals. Hello, thank you for joining the stream. Welcome, welcome. We are playing some Doki Doki Literature Club. Yeah.
Huh. What kind?
Well, I guess we could...
Cupcakes!
Good thinking.
Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly.
Natsuki's just like, I'm sorry, you're volunteering me for what? That wasn't why you suggested it?
Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy.
Cupcakes it is then.
I'm hungry.
Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it'd be like to see the world through her eyes. Blech! Hello?
I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision.
Sup, girl?
I nearly fell out of my chair. Sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Once you're in the club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this week have you gotten up on time? That's, it's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Huh? Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get it right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I try to wipe up the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Oh, wow. That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Huh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, you stupid. Oh, Bilkman Jones, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Wow. Thank you. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It was going in this direction, but they don't even just come out and say it. Oh crap. Well, yup. It means I can't say this. Straight face. Who talks like this? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. This is awful. I hate it. Anyways, you look much better now, so why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It It's not worth it at all.
Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. We're not changing the sprite art. That's not happening.
That's so much better.
Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around.
So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying it like it's a good thing?
Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Oh, stop saying all these embarrassing things.
Huh? I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyways, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine, fine. We have to compromise, I guess. Oh my god. Clip it! Clip it! Out to the soundboard! Oh, you people. You people. It's a deal.
I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori.
Aw, but I was joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes.
Okay, everyone.
Huh? Monica suddenly calls out. Where'd you come from, Monica? I mean, what do you mean by you people? You know who I mean. You know who I mean.
Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Stories, I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Soria still trots away to retrieve her poem.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah, it's a bunch of words, but it is a thing, I guess. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait!
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. Hell yeah. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly complies while reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show? Ooh. Oh my gosh, Vegeta subscribed. Welcome to the constellation. Welcome, welcome. All right, who should I show my poem to first? I like the sound. Who should I show my poem to first? A big decision. Oh, excuse me. Everyone's saying Sayori. Were you trying to write Says? Sayori. Sayori. Oh, I love it. Love it. That's funny. Sure, let's go with Sayori. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all.
Oh my goodness! This is so good, Stories! Huh? I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer!
Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not good a writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's been has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Nutski's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Huh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a stories poem. And that makes it feel extra special. I can feel your feelings in it.
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest.
Wow.
You're so weird, Sayori.
I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Oh my gosh, Ryan! Thank you so much for the gifted membership. Thank you for paying someone star tax this month. Your poetry skills are stellar. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Stories. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people? That's something only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this meant to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that.
Dear sunshine, the way you go through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away the rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad.
I want breakfast. I want breakfast, girl, me too. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No, just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least it makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah, especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast.
Well, I don't really eat breakfast, so I can't really eat. I can't really judge on that. Oh, stretch.
I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
The next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Ooh, whom's next, guys? Who should I show next? Ooh. Ooh, excuse me. Not story. Not. We have Sayori and not stories. Cute. Not story. Susori? Who's Susori? Oh my god. Monories? What are you guys talking about? Oh, you guys are funny. You guys are funny. Oh, man. I'm seeing a lot of Yuri, so let's go Yuri next. Yuri stares at this poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. She's analyzing.
Sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine. Don't force yourself.
I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I don't want to, obliterate you into nothingness after roasting it so hard. I guess that might be it after reading it, though.
So it's that bad.
No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we really haven't gone anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I didn't really notice. What were you saying?
Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing that I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, though, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. I get that. Her stare is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though.
Biased? How?
Never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
Well, it's fine. I mean, we can shit talk. It's fine. Give me that tea, girl. You poured some out yesterday. Let's get some more tea going. What's the scoop? Wait, what? Wait, what are you guys talking about? They look the same. I mean, hey, look, her bangs are going the opposite direction. And her clip is just a straight line that's purple. I have a star clip on the opposite side. And her eyes are purple. And my eyes are blue. Yeah. That's all I can... Well... I mean, there's another thing that differentiates us, but I think you can already tell what that is. Because I'm not saying it out loud. What if there was a platonic visual novel? Where it's the same thing but not romantic? You know what? I would love that. Let's build the bonds of friendship. We don't need to always be flirting all the time. It's fun sometimes, but... I just want a visual novel where I can make friends. Story's emo phase is still upcoming. You guys, what is with you in the emo phase? Oh, man. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki, to everybody. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Oh, please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which in itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining street life to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calmed, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickens. I flicken back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Look, girl, I just can't read. It has little to do with your handwriting. I mean, a little bit, because I suck at writing. I suck at writing cursive, but I also suck at reading it, so. Well, I just don't read script very often. That too.
I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Stories.
That was confusing. Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their world. They usually do it more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Aw, cute. Oh, is Ryan going to mall? Good mall, sir, good mall. Oh, excuse me. Oh, big stretch. Okay. All right, whom's next? Whom's next? We only got two more. We got Monika and Natsuki. Monika and Natsuki. And while you guys decide, I'm just gonna eat some chips and guac. Snack break. There we go. Now it's just unintelligible. You guys are just writing random words at this point. DDLC! It is the DDLC to end all DDLC. Right, let's go with Monica next then. Hi, Monica.
Hi, Stories. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyways, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Stories. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like.
Is that so?
You and Sayori are really good friends, aren't you? Right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had these sorts of things in common.
Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different.
Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem.
You sure you're not reading into it this too much?
I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too?
Well, without happiness, we won't have sadness, and without sadness, we wouldn't have happiness. They're two sides of the same coin. Yeah, that's totally unexpected.
Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you trying new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a bit too biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall.
It couldn't have been me. See the direction that sparkle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you write poems or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
And last but not least, Natsuki. Okay, everyone, you get one poem this stream.
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
Well, that's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotion.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes?
You want to get smacked?
I'll pass.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
Eagles can fly. Okay.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand. I understand too. Not just in-game stories, but I understand too. I feel that. I feel that a little bit. Especially when you see like just other creators around you doing all these amazing things and you're like, damn, I wish I could do that. Not that I can't, but you know, I'm just not at a point in my life where I can do those things. And I want to.
The other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but it made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did? Huh, I guess I went more into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Ooh, Chips and Guac are saying hello. Whew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrowing in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What is this? What's with this language?
Huh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem on the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Huh? You mean you had to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would ask someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. For your information, Sayori liked it. And Stories did too. So based on that, I'd gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Stories like my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what I...
You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Stories appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Story started showing up.
Whoa! What?
Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! Get out of here, Monica! I don't like the fighting, guys! Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing here. Uh-oh. Stories. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She just started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force him to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Stories. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Stories? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me.
Am I doing the whole thing? I'm gonna go for as long as I feel like it. So, yeah, I call Sayori too. It's like, please, I don't want to do this by myself. Help!
Natsuki.
Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri.
Yuri.
But Yuri's expression is so defenseless, I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Yeah! Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting like this when you know you're making your friend feel weird like this?
Stories? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair to others to inject their own feelings in our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stick-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just wanted everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone is so talented. So why are we fighting? Because... Well... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's...
I like how Sayori knows this.
And Yuri's boobs are the same size.
Yesterday, it was poop. Today, it's his boobs. You just flipped it 180 degrees. Oh no! People, I hate this. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. Sorry, spent time looking and appreciating. You know what? Yeah. Holy shit, this is so funny. Oh, man. Yes, this is definitely a game aimed at people who like women. Which is why I feel a little weird. But, you know. I'm telling you, Kaori. You know what? The allegations can't lie at this point. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president? I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. Why did it go from boobs to tear? We're not going to address that. Yuri just needs something to do to get out of this awkward situation. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's really suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself get her. I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was all right. Well, mostly. Stories, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. Vague. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Stories! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Oh, who's that? X-Koi. X-Koi has subscribed. Thank you. Welcome to the constellation. Thanks for joining. Sayori, about what happened earlier. Huh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Stories, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Yeah, I think it can stop there. It's fine. I just want friends. I just want friends. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Oh. All right. Let's say that again. Yikes. Okay. Let's see. It's been about an hour and a half. Okay, let's go for a little longer. Let's see. Email. Together. Meager. Landscape. Jump. Unrestrained. What the hell? Hope. Death. Damn. Unending. Kawaii. Covet. Anime. Unstable. Headphones. Unrequited. Heaven sent. What a pretty Starscape. Ooh, I like that. After image. Boop. Boop. And disarray. Sure. Boop. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, Stories!
Yo, Sari. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to you and being in club, that's all. I also can't talk.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway.
Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Why that all of a sudden?
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori near it and retrieves a coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill on the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How much do you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option.
I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Huh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book.
Yuri, tell Stories let me borrow some money.
Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Okay, who wants to give me some money so I can give it to Sayori to get a snack? We need snack money. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. Vilkman! Vilkman has given Sayori snack money. Let's go. Woo! Yeah, let's go. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Very nice, very nice. I got too absorbed into my book.
I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you.
There's no way you could think that.
You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution.
Retribution. My revolution. Whoa. Whoa. Car keeps taking all the monies. That's okay. That's understandable. That's understandable. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if you weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Oh! What was... A cookie?
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Just had a full cookie just hit her in the face. Oh, that's so funny. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? It's because I played my restitution.
Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked.
I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Nom, 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 nom. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth.
I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, yours can't be choosers. Yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and then wraps her arms around her.
Hug. Ah, jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her.
Oh.
Sayori suddenly leans down to take a bite out of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori...
Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room.
Ugh, where's Monica anyway?
Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today?
Not me.
Yeah, I guess I haven't either. That's a bit unusual.
I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a...
I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
That's true. Excuse me?
Suddenly the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
Ah, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late.
I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed.
Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Oh gosh, my water is like, that's a little bullshit, Monica! Wait, I'm trying to figure out if It Never Really Stars was delivered or not. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? I don't know what's happening.
I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's...
Monica looks at me.
Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay!
That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Stories.
Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck. D word, remember?
Remember? Adorable. So adorable.
Dumbass. Dense. Doofus.
Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I?
Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Not somehow. Yeah, of course you would finish your entire cookie. We've been sitting here for 5 minutes. Of course, that's enough time to eat a cookie. And then some. Yuri's back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I feel bad for distracting her from her reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But it only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. Wait, what? Bilkman was ignored? What? Do you not see the poem thing I wrote? Wait, what? What poem thing? What? Oh, this big comment. Nothing. It is empty, but it fills the space. It is a silent, but it deafeningly loud. In the end, but it never really starts. Oh, that's right. Okay, I get it now. I get it. It goes on forever, but it's right there. Nothing is always and never. Ooh. I applaud thee. Good, good. Excuse me. I was just spacing out. Too true. Good news, she likes going deep into stories already. Anyways. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book you gave to me, right?
Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. And not for any particular reason.
Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book?
Well...
Excuse me.
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them.
Oh, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go.
I'll definitely start
reading it soon. I haven't even cracked it open. I feel bad.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging, relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about, anyway?
Well...
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
All right. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, so her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart.
It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was gonna be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere.
Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Stories?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories. Stories can enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. Stories will refer to stories in the third person.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly what you thought you relate to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess that's all right then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So, I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading, right?
You don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were really looking forward to it. Well, let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. All right. Is it fine if I sit here? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
That's... I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
All right.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. She's actually reading over your shoulder. Oh my gosh. Amazing. Oh, big stretch. Oh, getting sleepy.
Sorry, I was just...
You really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry.
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up until it's against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean into each other a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Oh my gosh, the shoulders are almost touching. Ah! It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open.
I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after flipping it to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready?
Huh?
To turn the page.
Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. Doki Doki. Doki Doki. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume she's finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently let go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second-guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But stories, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it to be in a bad way or anything. Sorry. I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. Who wouldn't be? You dumbass. Why is every story's novel's rendition a dumbass? Truly. Oh, God. I guess I meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long, and I can't let you guys flirt too much. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that all right, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not... It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Ow. Oh, who's this? Novus? Paradium? Paradium. I can't read. But welcome. Thank you so much. Welcome to the constellation. Let's frickin' go. Woo! All right, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first two chapters in your own time. All right. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Okay, poem first. Let's see. Let's go backwards. I'm gonna go backwards this time. So it was Natsuki, then Monika, then Yuri, then Sayori. So yeah, let's start with Natsuki first.
Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. I can't really say it's any better either.
Whew, thank God, I'm still at mediocre.
Huh? Phew, what?
Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. God, mood. I get the feeling that you're probably the most critical.
Hey! What makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing, and maybe you'll be as good as me someday.
That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point.
Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday.
Huh? You think so?
Yeah, well, I guess you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type.
Sayori has a type all of a sudden?
Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging you around a dead weight.
That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away, like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way.
Whatever it is, I don't get it.
Oh yeah, so I'm supposed to show you my poem, blah blah blah. Blah. Amy likes spiders. What?
You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I try not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yes, yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk.
Do you know people like that?
Of course! It's about how everyone thinks might. That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of people finding out they make fun of you or think less of you.
Well, this is my hobby that I never talk about to anybody. I've only just started being more open about it with my own family, but I would never tell anybody else outside my family, my close friends. Absolutely not. There's no way. No way. Oh, God.
That just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and makes them happy?
I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too.
It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it.
Sounds good. Okay, next is Monica.
Hi again, Stories. How's the writing going?
All right, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica.
All right. Great job, Stories. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical.
Was it?
I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect for you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations.
Oh, it's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's how it be. That's how it be.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level, Kat.
Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
All right, let's take a look. Save me. Okay.
The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony? Is that what it is? Cacophony? Of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless.
Load me. What? Load me. What? I'm scared.
Oh, hello, roommate. Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for dropping by.
I'm just having a bit of an existential crisis. Why is she asking me to load her? What? I'm scared. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess.
I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
I see. I didn't catch that at all. It's so hard for me to tell what it's about, though.
Sometimes asking what a poem about isn't the right question. A poem to me is as abstract as the physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult situation, or decision, not a situation, but decision. Whenever that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know what might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Huh. Well, that's concerning.
Let's see what you've written for today.
Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Stories. How did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kinds of techniques we're practicing.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty.
I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
I don't know.
It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her.
Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy.
Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it.
I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me.
Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyways, do you want to share the poem you wrote today?
Yeah, I do. If it's with you.
The raccoon. The raccoon!
It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. It was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is well fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife, the very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again.
Somebody tells me that wasn't about a raccoon.
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem's about.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take it out at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Huh, that's funny. Huh. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About something being ridiculed for a strange interest?
Huh? She did?
Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody.
She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way?
Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common.
That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that.
Don't worry, I have no reason to.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing with me. After all, if I had learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be a little ranty now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener.
Dang, we're getting into the thick of it, aren't we? Baby penguins are cute. I agree. They're so fluffy and so squishy.
Ooh, I like this one, Stories. It has some nice feelings in it.
I'm glad. Still, though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better.
I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good.
Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it.
No, I still like this one, I promise. You know I wouldn't lie to you, Stories. Never, ever.
Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one, then?
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
I'm not exactly sure that's how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of the whole thing, so what do I know? Jack shit. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah, me either.
Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right, but you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try keeping it in mind.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, Sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? Bittersweet? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet!
Look at me, I got this. The one time I get a word before someone else does. Even that someone else is the video game character.
Yeah! I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori.
Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow.
There we go. What a good analogy. Because without the sadness, without the rain cloud of sadness, you can't get the happiness of the rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Poetic.
Is it? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Stories. I should probably write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay?
Bottles.
I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a little bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, I'm all done. I open up and in comes my friends. And they come in such a hurry that they want my bottles that much. I frantically pull them from the shelf one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the top between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting something. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head.
Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about this. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah! Writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. It's the hyperfixation. Let's go. Woo! I wonder if this is one of those times. Seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic.
Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? As long as we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets that we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event.
Sorry, I thought you heard about it already.
We're going to be performing. Performing?
Monica,
Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Ta-da! Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Huh? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys? No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in the club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think this is too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been really trying hard to get the new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Ugh. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get over with it. All right. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she had in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of the poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Just Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica has finished the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri! It's called... After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort?
As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed in her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. Shook. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good! Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. She's dead.
Okay, I guess I'm next then.
Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori.
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily?
Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way.
I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she liked my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Even Stories liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean?
It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely.
But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery.
I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. It might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone.
Next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know.
Okay.
Now who's next? Natsuki?
Don't make me go before Stories. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Stories lower everyone's standards a little bit before I have to do it.
Ouch, but true.
Natsuki.
It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. Oh god. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. Yay? I guess. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. You feel like you suck. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. All right, then. That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah, I'm going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called...
Why are you all looking at me?
Because you're presenting.
Anyway,
the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little enthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again.
Well, did you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put whatever face I want on for other people. And when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it'd be the other way around for me.
Well, that's just how it is. So, you know what? I feel that too. If I were like to stream in front of like my friends and family, I would feel just like so embarrassed. But because it's random strangers on the internet, it feels a little less so. I mean, I still embarrass myself on the daily, but it feels a little less so, you know?
Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting.
Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead.
That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this.
All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it?
Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Stories. You don't have to say it.
Whatever. Let's just go already. This is so embarrassing. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori?
Oh, sorry. I was spacing out.
No wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to...
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So, let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Ooh. Good question. If Yuri hypothetically asked to walk home with me, what would I say? Oh, excuse me. Well, I'm gonna save just in case. Like Monica's writing tip of the day. Save. Always remember to save. Well, I'll do that, I'll eat a chip too. I'm getting chip. She's down to hang whenever. Billman, please. Billman, please. Trying to think, in a real life situation, first of all, no one would be asking to walk home with me. But again, this is a hypothetical decision. Stories is forever. Forever and always. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Let's go this. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri?
But she's so beautiful and smart.
Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you.
You're so silly, Stories. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so...
Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure her out sometimes.
Sorry.
Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never gonna happen? The conversation trails off. Kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. And again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Man. Alright. I think I'm gonna end here for today. We didn't get to any of the scary stuff, but you know what? For the sake of my heart, I think that's okay with me. Oh man. So thank you everybody so much for joining me. I'm having a good time with this so far, but I know that's not gonna last. So yeah. It's a scary game. But it hasn't gotten there yet. We're story building. We're building up to it. So I know it doesn't seem like it would be, but I've unfortunately spoiled myself a little bit on this. Not a little bit, a lot of it. So I know what's coming, but I've never experienced it myself before. Hence why I'm playing it. So so we will have to get back to this another time. But thank you everybody so much for joining me today. Make sure to take care of yourself. Have a great rest of your day. Hydrate with some water. Maybe get some tortilla chips. Or finish that 6-inch of your sandwich that you got hours ago and still need to finish. Stories building. Exactly. And of course, as always, until we meet again. Bye-bye.